Hello, welcome to Stanford Farm Indiana. We're going to show you today how we make our paper pots that we sell spring starter plants in. So first of all, we have newsprint that we get off of Amazon. We used to get it from our local newspaper, but when they sold out, they stopped selling it. And so I roll that out like that. Roll that back. When the roll was new, it was a lot heavier than this. But I am doing it the length of the table there. It's about 6 feet. We prefer paper to plastic, one-time use plastic. Some people like to plant the whole paper pot. You may have seen people that make these individually, which we used to do with an aluminum can. I would take my chop saw and chop them to the 4-inch height, the whole roll, and then we would sit and roll them individually. Then a friend of ours helped us figure this out, that this was a lot faster to keep it in the tube and roll it like this. So usually I do about 20 layers there before I change it up. So here we go. Let me get my watered down Elmer's, which is maybe half water and half Elmer's, which makes it come out a lot faster and easier. I used to walk around the table and squirt the glue on, and then I realized that I can sit in my chair at this end, and I watch my YouTube videos while I do this, so I can sometimes learn things or be entertained. So first I give it a little roll around this 2-inch PVC pipe, and occasionally if I'm not focused, I'll do it too tight and it won't come off the pipe. But so I do it like that. I put a little food coloring in here to so you can see the glue. I thought it was red, but it seems to be orange. Really scary color of orange. So I just squirt some glue water mixture on like that, and then do the final. And then like this. Pull it off of there. I put it over here in a box. And I try to stack them kind of neatly so they don't deform each other. So I'm rolling the paper under a little bit before I put the first line of glue on. This is when you get glue on your pipe, you are really going to have a hard time getting it off of there. So, slide that like that. So let's get the idea there. So I'll show you how I first cut them. When we first started doing this, I'll grab one from outside here that's dried. So this was sat overnight at least to dry. So I made a stop out of wood here with the paper cutter. And like that. So I'm going to be careful here when we get to the end and not cut your fingers. Safety first. All right. Hope you get the idea there. So that was a little tedious. So in 2020 we were having a good plant year for some reason. So we made another different way to cut them outside here, which we'll show you. I'm going to go around that way so that the light So this is our tube cutting machine. These are 7-inch circular saw blades. They're on a piece of all thread in there with nuts and washers to space them out to the 4 inches. We used lock washers. And then I've got just a regular corded electric drill over here. And so I put the tubes in here like this. And if you're going to try to do something like this, I just recommend you be really careful. This is probably, if any millwrights are watching, they're probably laughing at this machine. I'm a carpenter, not a millwright. Does anyone know the difference between a carpenter and a farmer? The carpenter knows he's not a farmer, but I'm both, so I don't really know. Okay, are we ready? Here we go. So I just keep this whole thing is loose. I just keep it pushed against this fence over here. And I turn it on here with this switch. That. And it cuts a whole lot of them. Didn't make it quite long enough to cut them all in one thing. The all thread is a little different size than the circular saw blades, and then there's not a bearing at the end, which could be an improvement. It just goes into a piece of wood. So it shakes a bit, but gets the job done, and it's faster. So I'll come over here and show you our finished product. These are some tomato plants, and that's what they look like. Our customers at the markets used to really like that we weren't using plastic. Some of them, I think, were scared that it looked like dirty toilet paper. But there's a little worm right there. And we fill the bottoms of these boxes with leaves and a little bit of chicken manure, and then we throw worms in whenever we get a chance. So there's always worms running around in there. So that having all that wet stuff down there definitely helps a buffer for if you don't get to watering. So, and I really like when I'm selling plants to be able to show people the roots. That way they know it's real. So give some of that a try if you want. And we'll see you on the next video.